reasons it is. But the main idea is to simplify and to really just say, okay, if I connect to music, if I step in time or on the beat, or I put my foot down and I put my body so that I'm in sync and I really connect up, then that's enough. And actually not to overthink it or to impose our intellect on that, but to be in our bodies. So I'm going to stand up. So should you. I imagine many of you are watching this from another time, the future, hopefully. And what I'll be doing is coming in and out of the camera. And hopefully I'm getting to a point, I need to pin myself, excuse me, so that I can see there we go. I can see how I'm fitting in this picture for you. And yes, indeed, the music that I love is jazz, is swing music. I have many musical corners to dig around in, but most of the time I'm hanging out with jazz music. And I think that would be a great place to start. So I'm going to play something through my speakers, which means I will probably be more synced up, the chances are. And hopefully the sound will be acceptable. It's not going to be like you're pumping it out of your system, but it's absolutely a good compromise. So hopefully the volume is nice for you. And I think I also have a wonderful song for you, actually. It would be really good. Let's see.
Yeah, Ramona, when you speak in the other direction, it's a little bit harder to hear you.
You got it. And I can also put my headphones in, and that might make it easier for everyone to hear me. I'm going to start with this, and then I'll find the song that I'm thinking of. Okay. Let's try this. Everybody can hear that?
Just found joy. I'm as happy as baby. When he's playing with a choo-choo toy. When I'm with my sweet Lorraine.
Let's try this.
She's got a pair of eyes.
There's no kids going. Let's
The
get it away.
summer sky. When you see her, you're gonna realize why I love my sweet Lorraine.
Let's try some arms.
When it's raining, I don't miss the sun.
Just open up.
Cause it's in my sweet smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one who will lead her down the aisle. Each night I pray that nobody steals her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry my Lorraine.
Let's hold your head, just the head. Other way. Here we go. Good, let's do your shoulders. Let's do your hands. Anybody else? Put your hands there. Shake them out. Just do your hands. And then your ribs. And let's do the shimmy. Ready? Let's do some more hips.
When it's raining, I never miss the sun. Cause it's in my sweetie smile.
Let's go back,
That
front,
I'm
back,
deeper down the
front,
Ramona.
back, front, knees.
Each night I pray
Shake your knees out a little bit.
that nobody steals your heart away.
Good. And feet. And shake your leg. Get some blood flowing. Good. Other side.
That'll be the day when I marry my Lorraine.
Okay. Cool, you guys. So one idea you might work with just on a daily basis is to bring blood flowing and moving and heat and warmth. And of course, a great way to do that is just to shake it out a bit, right? So we kind of work through the body. We did it with our hands. We did it with our shoulders. We kind of went side to side. Maybe you just want to shake it out with your booty. But that mostly feels like I'm just jiggling some stuff around. But you get the idea that if you, oh, we didn't do this one. So if you want to take a minute kind of around and around, you might feel your breakfast or your dinner or your lunch. But just, yeah, to bring blood to your organs, to your lungs, to your heart. And the same thing would be true. So you might shake out your legs a little. And if you didn't practice this, where you were just trying to follow along, you might do that now, just to reprise. Let's rotate the ankles. I'm not wearing dancing shoes, and that's fine. And I think what I want to impress upon you is that you don't need anything to dance. You don't need gear, you don't need to spend money, you can just be yourself. And hopefully you have some music going on in your life on a daily basis that inspires your inner lyric, so shall we say. Let's go to the other side. You're rotating out. And then when you're ready, you're rotating in. So humans actually evolved to dance. They did not evolve to exercise. Dance is a social glue. It keeps the tribe together. There's all of those good hormones that get exchanged when we celebrate, when we have a ritual, or we make that time and space. And we do it a lot. So I think maybe nowadays in our modern living, we've actually moved away from that kind of frequency or that part of that vernacular. Now the jazz dancing I'm doing is vernacular jazz, so meaning kind of the everyday, the lived experience, you expressing, telling your story in this way. So one more moment for the feet, please. You can be in parallel, you can stand however you want, but you're just pressing into the floor, peeling your feet off, activating your ankles, all the muscles in your lower leg, maybe identifying your base leg and how you can maintain balance. Balance is a big part of movement. So stillness, right? In order to move, we need to have some kind of stillness. And I haven't taken ballet classes way too long. I love ballet. Ballet is very formulated, very structured, there's a lot of expectations in ballet. But I still love it, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, how are your feet feeling? Should we do some quick ones? Just a little spring. You spring off the floor. And you're in the air. And your foot might be pointed. And try the other side, just some quick ones. And of course, how you return matters, because that's the preparation. That's how you get going again, to press off the floor. Okay, hopefully your feet are feeling a little bit warm. Maybe you're going to compress, aka plie, or have some flexion in your legs that allows you to activate, push the floor away. And of course your breath, which is going to happen once we get moving. So we're going to work with a very basic step called fall off the log. And as you know, as we said, in this everyday kind of dancing, we are reflecting back what we see in our world, in our environment. And maybe somebody saw someone falling backwards off of a log that was being moved on a river. You know that image of the old days with mills and trees. We just spoke of the environment, but yet the trees were moving through, being transported by water, and people are kind of keeping their balance. So now I'm going to take a step for you. I'm going to be a mirror, and I'm going to go 5, a 6, a hey, 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 ba, be, ba, do, ba, dee, ba, da, ah, da. So you get to have this moment. You take a little risk, you have a little bit of fall, and then you catch yourself with your free leg. I'll take it this way. A hey, 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 da, ba, boom, be, do, ba, do, ba, dee, dee, da. Kick and step, 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 and step, step, step. Now, if we were to do it very, very straight, we would say it is a kick, step, step, step. Da, 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 da. Kick, da, 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 da. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-da. Be-doo, be-doo, be-da. So everybody, no matter where you are as a dancer, just join me in this. Beat, ba-da-da. A beat, ba-da-da. You don't have to kick. In fact, it might be better if you don't kick. A boop, be-dee-dee. And we're gonna snap. And then we're gonna clap. And now we gotta get it going the other way. Sorry. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-doo. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-doo. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-doo. I'm crossing behind and then in front. Behind and then in front. Boop, ba-doo. I'm gonna slow it down for you. Boop, ba-doo, be-doo. Now I just was very blessed, amazingly fortunate to be teaching live in person this past weekend. So I'm readjusting to Zoom. Don't be afraid to use the chat if you need some help or clarification. I think really the best way to learn in real life, not on Zoom, is for me to play music and for you to follow along. But again, we're in Zoom land. So let's take it just a few more times with me without music, and then I'll throw it on so that we can stop thinking as much. Okay? So I'm gonna count a 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So we're gonna step on 7. All right? A shoot, be-doo, 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 be-da. Hey, da ba, be-doo, be-doo. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-doo. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-doo. I'm going side to side. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da. You may notice this kind of bobbing on the water, the mother, the water, this bouncing thing, right? And then, yes, as babies, that's what you're used to in the womb. Is this bounce is very primal. And babies want to be bounced anyway once they come into the air. And so I think we should come back to that. We should bounce with it. Okay, are you ready? A 1, a 2, we know what to do. A, da, boom, boom, boom. Ba-doo, be-doo, be-da. Yeah, ba-doo, be-dee. A-doo, be-da. You step, 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 kick, step, 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 kick, step, ba-ba-da, ba-da. Step, kick. All right. Anything in the chat? Hello, Melanie. Okay, let's play some music. Of course, those of you who are watching this later on, I have to guess your questions. Here we go. Let's see if this is slow enough for us. Perfect.
Just found joy. I'm as happy as
8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
she's got a pair of eyes that'll glow through the summer sky. When you see them, you will realize why I love the rain. When it's raining, I don't miss the sun, 'cause it's in my sweet smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one.
Okay, let's practice it again. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
It's not hard, pray that nobody steals your heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry my Lorraine.
All right.
Good night.
How does it feel?
I just wonder if you want to play the music from the laptop, if that's possible. I think it will be easier to hear.
Yes.
If you
And
have
that is like, yeah. So I will share my music and then it will be clear for you, but I probably won't be synced up with it. So
Oh,
you'll have to, that's fine. That's totally fine. The internet is a little weak here in Australia. We're very far away. That's not a problem. I'm gonna play the music for you. And here's a thought. The
share your
music,
screen. If you share your screen and then click share sound.
oh, I can do that because you made me, of course. Let's see here. Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, let me make you host.
We'll sort it
Or
out.
John can make you host.
Awesome. So you guys,
There you
here's
go.
a thought. If for some reason, here we go. I'm a little out of Zoom practice, which is a privilege. I'm very fortunate to be in that position down here in Australia. All right, we're gonna try this again. This is Frank Sinatra. I think most people around the world, whether you like or and maybe never even listen to jazz, maybe you are familiar or at least you hear the voice and you go, I think I heard that guy before. So that's a nice place to start. But just know that the music is counting for you, right? Somebody, time is a construct, and how everything's divided up and organized. We made that up, and it's already made. It's done. So you get to put yourself in time, in the music. And hopefully we have a sense of the downbeat and the upbeat a little bit. A boom, ba da boom, ba da boom, ba da boom, be doo, be doo, ba ba doo, ba. They exist because the other one exists. Like 1 and 2 relate to each other because they're different. You know, they're not the same. A 1, 2, a 3, 4. You know, we kind of accent that swing. That's pretty funky. Okay. So thank you very much, Eloah, for that suggestion. I think you're going to enjoy this more because this is about the music and then the music quality will be better. All right, I will count us in. So if my counting is off with the picture, follow my voice, which is going to be weird. Okay, you guys ready?
Just found joy. I'm as happy as a baby boy when he's playing with his choo-choo toy. When I'm with my sweet Lorraine, she's got a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky. When you see them, you will realize why I love Lorraine. When it's raining, I don't miss the sun, 'cause it's in my sweetie's smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one who will lead her down the aisle. Each night how I pray that nobody steals her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry my Lorraine.
Oh, I see you! Nicely done! always nice to stay with something for a little longer than you might like. So as soon as you have that impulse or that, you know, kind of itching to do something else, that's usually the moment to actually stay with it. And that's why it's quite nice just to have one step that we're doing. We did a bop, bop. We just did 1, 2, 3, and then we held the 4. We had a waiting feeling. And I wanted to emphasize what your feet are doing when we're placing them in time with the beat. So I'm going 5, 6, 7, 8, a bop, 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 a doobie doobie da, a doobie doobie da, a boom. Then we can do something there, right? Anything you want, bop, 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 a doobie doobie da, anything, bop, 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 a doobie doobie da, a bop, 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 a doobie doobie da. Make sense? So maybe that's another way to just get into the rhythm, is know where the downbeat is. And as we said, as our body warms up and we start to kind of get into it, hopefully our experience evolves and changes. You know, there's the beginning and then there's the end and everything that happens in between. So let's just take one more practice. Make sure that you are, I'm gonna fall with the outside leg. So I'm not crossed over. That would be a different step. Kick, 1, 2, 3, kick. Like the cross happens in a different place. So I make sure that I fall off the log this way. And then I have to step behind and catch myself. I hope you all take care of your bodies, and if you fall, you do put your foot underneath. Here we go. We try it with the music. That's what this is about. Maybe by the end of the session, you'll really be interested in jazz and you might listen to that more. But whatever it is that you enjoy, you're trying to connect with those markers in time, the beats, the rhythm. All right, here we go.
Just found joy, I'm as happy as a baby boy when he's playing with his choo-choo toy. When I'm with my sweet Lorraine, she's got a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky. When you see them you will realize why I love Lorraine. When it's raining, I don't miss the sun, cause it's in my sweetie smile.
That's better. Good job.
Just to think that I'm the lucky one who will lead her down the aisle. Each night how I pray that nobody steals her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry my Lorraine.
All right. Great. A little rest. So hopefully, you know, the more we get in sync, in tune, and, you know, if we feel that as one with music, hopefully the more satisfied we become, and how much more fulfilling and ultimately digestible that whole experience opens up in a way. And I want to encourage you to feel not outside of it, like you're outside of the music, you're standing over here, but you get into it. And of course, that's a little bit more of an idea. Like you can't, like, how do I get into the music? What? Get into my car. But this is what I mean, is that if you can give yourself just something very simple and very basic, and you do it a lot, you'll find your way in a little. Now, I was thinking it would be fun to do the opposite. We are going to not have any kind of obligation to express the rhythm at all. We can be a little more lyrical, or shall I even say arrhythmical. You can, if you have some, I don't know, instinct to run around the room really fast, you could do that. But just just to actually free yourself up from everything. And I guess you could call it free dancing or whatever you like. But if we want to have like a spectrum, and on one side you have the rhythm that you lay down, that you put out on the floor and you get into, and on the other you have something that maybe connects to the lyrics and the melody. I will demonstrate. We'll use the same song. We will switch it up, but just to get you familiar with the story of the music.
Just found joy, I'm as happy as a baby boy when he's playing with his choo-choo toy. When I'm with my sweet Lorraine, she's got a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky. When you see them you will realize why I love Lorraine. When it's raining I don't miss the sun, 'cause it's in my sweetie's smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one who will lead her down the aisle. Each night how I pray that nobody steals her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry my Lorraine.
So, you know, that's for everybody. And again, it could be for any music that you love. You can choose how you want to, you know, deal with it, how you want to be in it. And there's a lot of ways. And of course, it has a lot to do with one of the questions of being open and not getting stuck in expectations of what we should do, what we shouldn't do, and looking good, looking bad, but feeling good. Like with my son, he's 3, and he's already realized he's an amazing dancer, astounding. Like he does things that I just can't even. I'm like, he can clap out rhythms and then put it in his feet. He's incredible. But the other day he was on a Zoom with my friend Evita, and people clapped for him. And later that day, they were all clapping, but later that day he said, "Mommy, people clapped for me." And I was like, "Oh no." You know, I mean, it's great, but it was like, he's starting to become aware of that good feeling of outer validation. And how do I teach him, you know, to really develop that self-regard and have it come from inside and not need others to clap for him to be happy. So of course the way that I'm approaching that is by saying, okay, well, how did that make you feel? You know, was it like, how did it feel to do that little dance or that step? And of course that is exactly what I would say to dancers at any level, anywhere in the world, is really getting into something that they can own, which is their own feelings, and not just happy and sad, but you can those feelings, but feelings of, oh, it feels like the very physical feeling, visceral feeling of crunch or expansion or sensuality. So can we try that? We're going to play one more time a little bit of this Sweet Lorraine, Frank Sinatra, and you get to choose whether you want to be a little more lyrical and maybe follow the melody, or change your mind and then listen to the saxophone. But you're opening up your ears, and then maybe you decide, I just want to get into sync up with what we'd say the rhythm section. And that's what makes music so full, is that there's these dynamics. Okay, let's do it. Last time.
Just found joy, I'm as happy as a baby boy when he's playing with his choo-choo toy. When I'm with my sweet Lorraine, she's got a pair of eyes that are bluer than the summer sky. When you see them, you will realize why I love the rain. When it's raining, I don't miss the sun, 'cause it's in my sweetie smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one who will lead her down the aisle. Each night how I pray that nobody steals her heart away. I can't wait until that lucky day when I marry my Lorraine. When it's raining, I don't miss the sun, 'cause it's in my sweetie smile. Just to think that I'm the lucky one who's gonna lead her down the well-known aisle. Each night I pray that nobody steals her heart away. Can't wait until the lucky day when I marry my Lorraine. That's gonna be the day when I marry my Lorraine.
I don't know about you, but I had a nice time. And again, it's like maybe part of this is really about figuring out what you like, what feels good to you. Maybe we don't even know, and often that's the case in terms of finding our purpose and these big questions in life and what am I doing here? I think that relates very closely to developing your preferences and saying, I like to do this. Well, they don't, they do something else, but this is what I do because it feels good. Okay, so I think we can really take that onto the dance floor or into movement land when we're not just sitting, which stillness is equally as important as movement, but movement is really more and more, it's so vital for our survival, really, to get the blood flowing, to breathe heavy, for our heart to beat, to oxygenate our lungs, to do something cardio. And of course COVID hasn't helped with all of that, but I think there should be one thing at least that you've done so far, hopefully, that feels good and you're like, I want more of that, right? You get hooked on that feeling. And the more you can move in that direction towards the things that you enjoy, then, well, like begets like. So I think you might end up very well placed. So dancers, I'm calling you dancers because another way to get into music you love is to just fake it till you make it, give yourself a title, say, I am a dancer, I'm gonna do this. You just be your own cheerleader somehow. You can pep yourself up. How about we play, this is pretty fun, we play something totally different. Totally different. Oh, maybe not totally different. Let's see what I have for you here. And we can do the same thing where we're playing with connecting to the melody, kind of the lyricism of the song, the lyric of the song, or the rhythm of the song, the rhythm section. And I'm looking for something like, I am so tempted. Let's see what I want to play. Okay. We're gonna get up. You want to do?
Doesn't take much to make me happy and make me smile with glee. Never, never will I feel discouraged, 'cause our love's no mystery. Demonstrating love and affection, and you give so openly. I like the way you make me feel about you, baby. Want the whole wide world to see. Oh, oh, you got the best of my love. Oh, 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 you got the best of my love. Oh, oh, you got the best of my love. Oh, oh, you got the best of my love. Blowing in and out of changes, kind of come around each day. My love has a better meaning. Love has kissed me in a beautiful way.
Oh, you guys are going for it. Feel like a Muppet right now.
You've got the best of my love. Demonstrating sweet love and affection that you give so openly, yeah. The way I feel about you, baby, can't explain it. Want the whole wide world to see. Oh, in my heart, you're the me, you're the me, and me of you. It's growing every day. You got the best of my love. You got the best of my love. Giving you the best of my love. My love, my love. Giving you the best of my love. You got the best of my
Oh, I wanted to let the song finish, so that's great. So, see, COVID lungs. Now, actually, that's not funny at all. But you guys know what I mean. Cardio, it's like medicine. I cannot, like for me to be an open book, it's really, this is it. This is what keeps me going. This is my mental health. This is my physical health, my spiritual health. And it's my go-to for if I'm feeling funky and I'm just really out of whack, I go to the dance floor. And now it's not everybody's touchstone or, key, but you might be surprised. And I think maybe part of this summit is opening up to something new or going beyond our current reality. And maybe if dancing isn't a daily practice or even weekly or monthly, that you might explore that a little and find a lot of healing, actually, and it can be very confronting, but it's also you being creative if you're improvising, right, versus learning a routine. They both are equally as important, just different. But this kind of freedom to express in itself is a practice. Now, I had another thought, again, which is kind of I'm playing these opposites that are creating a wonderful tension in a way, but this is life, is if you want to know what to do, but you don't know what to do, you do single, single, double. And I guarantee you it's a great formula. It's what you see in most dance forms anywhere in the world, pretty much at any time through this kind of, since the beginning of human time. Maybe animals do it, I mean, like maybe our far ancestors were doing it too, but you're doing single, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, like a double. You do it twice, right? And you can do this to anything, and you're gonna look good. You're gonna feel good. Let's reframe that. Let's look at it through a different lens, right? Step. First things first, step touch is just excellent. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. Step, touch, step, touch. Okay, are you with me? Boop, bada, boop, bada, boop. And then if we're swinging, bada, doo, dee, doo. Lorraine, baba, doo, dee, baba, doo. Baba, doo, dee, baba, dee, doo, doo. Boom. You see what I mean? So let's go back to not swinging. We're just going step, touch, then you step, step, and touch. Dee-ba-da, ba-dee, ba-dee-ba-da, and then it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's single, a double. About dee-dee-da-ba-doo, single, a single, and step 2 times. And you go single, and double. Ba-dee-ba-da-ba-da. It's single, do the dee-bop, dee-bop, boom, boom. Ba-ba-doo-ba-dee-doo, ba-ba-ba-dee-doo, boom, boom. Boom-boom-ba-dum. Ah-ba-ba-dee-boo-doo. And you can let it evolve. It evolves into some other things, you know? Ba-dee, ba-dee, ba-boo-boo, ba-doo. Okay. So, yeah, that's really nice. So I thought I could play some more music, and you're welcome to do whatever you like, whatever feels good, whatever makes you feel amazing. And let's see what I'm gonna play for you this time. Try to make it really. Oh. See, I don't have the really wild stuff. What is this? Perfect. See, right? There's music out there that you love. Feeling and expressing the music you love, right? That just makes you make that face, you know, you're like, that's music. If you don't know, maybe you don't know. Maybe you're like, I don't even know. I don't listen to music. Music you love probably makes you do this. Yes. There you go. See?
Better get ready, come to rock steady. Yeah. You've got to do this new dance. Hope you are ready. You've got to do it just like Uncle Freddy. If you don't know it, just shake your head, rock your body line, shake your shoulders, everything in time and sing. Oh, 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 oh.
Ellis. He's kind of the father of rocksteady and first it was mento music and ska, and of course that was leading us into dance hall and Jamaican music. It's really great. You know, I had a thought. That's my kid. But I think they have keys. I had a thought too. Like, I really hope if you're an experienced dancer, I hope you're still with me, because one thing that can happen is we can just get stuck, or we can get a little bit too complacent or on autopilot. I gotta go let them in. Why don't I play a song? You guys dance around for a minute. I don't realize they don't have a key, but let's try something else. I'm going back into my old playlist here. This is really great. Oh, all right then. It won't let me play that. Why is that? Huh. All right. Well, there you go. Let's play. I'll be back.
My heart is crying, crying, lonely teardrops. My pillow never dry, lonely teardrops. Come home, come home. Just say you will, say you will. Is crying, crying, lonely teardrops.
I don't want to put that on you guys. I don't want to set up a cold turkey. But I do want to keep track of time, and I want to make sure that we have time to kind of recognize the value, the function of this kind of freeing up yourself. Free up yourself so that you can fall in love again. And as I say that, a lot of, if you get to a certain level, like you're good, you know, you're proficient, maybe you're excellent, right? But how do you keep growing, and how do you keep discovering your inner lyric, your voice, your, you know, what you are, so that what you are changes, because change is the constant. That's the thing that's for sure. And I think we all get a little bit uncomfortable when things don't change. That's when we get a little stuck, right? We're like, man, we're doing the same old thing over and over. I say the same thing. I do the same thing. I do the same dancing. So yes, I do hope that some of you maybe are swing dancers or jazz dancers or hip hop or anything, tap, ballet, something, and that is of service to you. So we do need to find a place to wrap up. Maybe I can give you one more step. And just an idea. What did you get, Noah? 2 jellies. Jellies?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A lemon one and bubble wheel.
A what? A port wine. That doesn't sound like it's for kids. But anyway, I think the message, you know, the main message is to do what you love. Discover something in your body that feels good. And I think aligning yourself, as we said, with time, with the beat, and committing to this, to something that is set. And isn't that the fascinating thing? You know, like marriage or commitment, you know, I've committed myself to my partner, and it can seem limiting, right? You're like, well, I have one person for the rest of my life. But there's so much that you can discover, and those limitations are oftentimes the thing that allows us to grow and discover something new. What's that? Oh, you have some new pants. Awesome. So I really encourage you, if you are more like of a free, you just get out there and kind of go for it, that you actually restrict. Sounds like a scary word, but I think it's really valuable that we have some boundaries to work with. Of course, spiritually, psychologically, but physically. So here we go. One last thing. Oh my God, you got a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is bonus material, y'all. Family life. If you don't have kids, you don't know what I'm talking about. So we're just gonna go go beat up, beat up. We're gonna do a response right away. Beat up, 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 beat up. Wow, more blows. I'm gonna admit someone. They seem to want to get in, and I seem to be the host now, so that's fine. So you guys, this is the beginning of a step called Attack Annie, or the Attack Annie, and there are multiple stories around this. One being tack as like a way to someone being tacky to describe them. Oh, co-host. Another is
Co-host is fine.
yeah. Is it, there was some showgirl in Harlem and she would kind of attach herself to somebody and kind of a mooch, like, come on, daddy, buy me a drink. Yeah, when are you taking me out? Kind of sticking onto somebody a little bit. And the other, I just learned the other day, which is actually really heavy, and I hope I can relay it properly, but these steps are part of a culture, Black culture. This is a Black dance, this is an African-American dance. And Attack Annie, apparently there was someone, the step comes from a story of a woman who was being attacked by police, like wrestled down, and there's this pushing away to defend. So that, I just actually learned that recently. And the step looks like this. So it's also very relevant now because these times, they haven't changed that much. We're working on it. Okay, ready? Yeah. Okay, you gonna do tapping too? Okay. Ba boo dee da ba doo ba ba doo ba doo ba ba da ba doo ba doo ba doo ba da ba doo ba. So you got a little step touch action, right? And then you have a syncopation. I want to make sure you can see my feet. 5, 6, 7. The touch. The dee. Ba doo ba doo ba. Ba 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 da ba ba da. Don't be afraid to move your hips. That's another variation. These steps, as we said, if they're expressing who you are, they inevitably have a great deal of variety because we all bring something to the table. Our lived experiences.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing?
Okay, so. And you can be really sexy in this too. So there's a dancer by the name of Mabel Lee. She was the queen of the Soundies, these very short films that people used to play in like on a jukebox in a soda fountain, like, to keep customers entertained. And she was also a chorus girl at the Apollo. She was performing on stage at the age of something ridiculous, like 9. But she didn't go to New York until she was 18. She grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. Amazing woman. I got to meet her.
Amazing woman.
Anyway, she was very sexy. She did it very sexy. And you can do that too.
I'm gonna do it too.
You want to do it too? Yeah. Boom. Ba-boom. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba. Ba-boom. Ba-doo. Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba. It feels really good. It feels really good. Or maybe you want to go. Ba, ba, ba. Ba-doo, ba-doo, da. Ba, ba, ba. Do you see how I'm picking up my feet and putting them down? Step, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, 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 step. And that restarts it. All right, so what we'll do to finish the class, the session, is to play a little song. Maybe
Yes, it is.
it is. We need to. We'll play a song.
Oh, jazz music.
Okay, we're gonna play jazz music. And we're gonna you can do 3 things. Your limitations are, the game is fall off the log, tack Annie, or yeah, 4 things. Or single, single, double, step, touch, step, step, touch, step, touch, step, 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 touch, step, touch, that. Or you can just be lyrical and kind of flow with it. And of course, the joy for me in my dancing is discovering like the departure and the return to all of these things. So if I did one thing the whole time, it wouldn't be it'd be boring, right? So you get to just create the environment that you want to be in. You just get to create what you love in the music. All right, let's find a song.
Oh, jazz music.
Yeah, definitely jazz. I just need a certain playlist. I have too many playlists, I think, Noah. There it is.
Dash.
Hmm.
Dash.
Yeah. Ready? Start with the second and we'll try to do it together, okay?
Is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
wish you a very happy summit and that you find all kinds of ways.
I'm sweating.
I know, that's a good thing, right? You find all kinds of ways to come back into yourself, and of course out you lose yourself in some way. I hope you were able to lose yourself a little bit in the music, and of course you can take some of these ideas and maybe impose them or express them on other music that you love.
Thank you so
And
much.
if you want,
Boy,
yeah, we're gonna.
are we doing another dance?
No, we're gonna say bye-bye and have dinner, but we did want to tell people if they want to do more dancing with me, you can come to Melbourne right now. You can't, but before long, hopefully I'll travel again. But for now, I'm here and loving it. Melbourne's a great town. But I am online. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I have too many friends, so I need to make a page. But Instagram's really good, and my website, and 1929 Studios is my studio here. And I also have some online courses that you might enjoy if you for purchase. And that's at 1929 Studios at podia.com. If you follow 1929 online on Instagram, you'll find us. Yeah, just Google me. And if you want to watch me dance or watch other swing dancing, you can just look up Lindy Hop, or you can look up my name, and you'll surely find some fun stuff.
Thank you so much, Ramona. It was such a pleasure to dance with you. Thanks for sharing what you love.
Oh, me too.
Thank you, Noah. It was awesome.
I'm a good dancer.
You're a brilliant dancer. That's because you like dancing.
I'm dancing for fun.
All right, we're going on a break now for 15 minutes, and then we'll see you back here for a breath hold session with Brandon Reed. All right, get some water. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eloah. That was really fun.
Such
Bye
pleasure.
bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.